You've been fighting the Harkonnens for decades. My family's been fighting them for centuries.
When a face you've seen countless of times becomes a stranger again, that's when you know you're witnessing an extraordinary performance by an extraordinary actor, Stellan Skarsgard. What an honor it is to meet you. Hello.
Thank you very much.
Welcome to the show. How are you?
I'm good. I'm surprisingly good for being on the end of a tour like this.
True, you're doing very well. And I have to say, what a fine actor you are. I loved your performance in Chernobyl and even more in Dune. And I'll tell you what I loved the most. Sometimes you were just on screen in Dune and barely speaking, barely moving, but I was so terrified. Like, I was so scared. How did you achieve that?
Acting is mostly, if you're not in the theater acting, it's film acting is mostly between the lines anyway. And this particular character in Dune, the Baron Harkonnen, we decided is very little in the film. He has few scenes. But those scenes has to be very poignant, and we made him so visually imposing that he would be remembered, even if he wasn't in the scenes. So. Mm-hmm. And that's basically what you do. And of course, you have to have in the makeup. You know, I got a lot of prosthetics. It's just 80 pounds of prosthetics on me. And you have to make sure that it leaves the eyes and the mouth so you can express yourself. Mm-hmm. You just take away your empathy and your love, and then you got a monster.
He is a monster. But, you know, a great actor once said you can't judge the character that you're playing, because for the story, he might be negative or positive, but for you, it's just a character. What is your favorite quality about Baron?
The favorite quality is that he seems to be, I mean, this is just for me, but he seems to be capable of warm feelings. When he sees Feyd-Rautha and he sees how evil Feyd-Rautha is, that he out-evils him, he sort of falls in love.
Show me who you are.
Wow. You know, you talk about, it reminds me of Austin and how he worked to make his voice sound like you, to convince people he's related to you. And everybody, the younger cast are talking about, we are overwhelmed because all the actors are amazing and we want to be as good as them. But I want to ask you reverse. How is it like working with a younger cast? And is there something like that senior actors, like you can actually learn from them?
With the new Hollywood is all around me here, and it's fantastic. I mean, it doesn't matter when it comes to acting, you don't count age. You know, it's you see either there's life or there's not life, mm-hmm. and it's wonderful to see them work.
You've done so many roles, each one better than the other. Are you still nervous before doing a shot on the sets of Dune? Was there a scene that actually made you like very nervous before you did it?
I'm not nervous all the time, but I have inside me. I'm nervous in front of the project. Every time I say yes to a role, I say no. Why did I say yes? Because I see this mountain that I have to climb and all the fear that I have to overcome. Mm-hmm. But usually I overcome it before I start shooting.
The oil scene, which is like an addition for the movie. It's everywhere. It's trending. You're like completely submerged and then you rise. How uncomfortable was that? Because it's dark.
It was not very comfortable because you didn't know what was in the oil, and I didn't dare ask.
You didn't know?
I didn't dare ask because it looked pretty poisonous to me.
Ignorance is bliss.
I took a chance and I closed my eyes and went under.
You really trust the director.
Yeah.
Okay, I have to say, it was such a pleasure meeting you. I was really looking forward to this. You are truly one of the finest actors that I have had the pleasure of seeing on screen. I wish you all the very best for the future, and I am very excited to see more work from you. So thank you for your time and all the very best.
Thank you very much.
This prophecy is how they enslave us!
It's not a prophecy. It's a story.
I don't care what you believe. I believe.